Hello viewers, welcome to Zoolophile. This is Dr. Deepika Julania Tomar and today we shall be discussing about properties of genetic material. Which molecule in a living system act as a genetic material, that is the molecule responsible for transfer of genetic information from parents to the next generation or parents to their offsprings. Which molecule act as a genetic material, whether it is DNA, its RNA or its protein. Many of the experimental studies had already proved that DNA act as a genetic material, like Hershey's and Chase experiment, Griffith experiment. But some of the viruses like bacteriophage and TMV virus has RNA as a genetic material. The question here arises is why DNA predominantly act as a genetic material, whereas RNA perform dynamic functions like that of messenger and adapter. So the answer to this question lies in the differences in chemical structure of these two nucleotides. Before going further, first let's discuss about the eligibility criteria of a molecule to act as a genetic material. So the eligibility criteria of a molecule to act as a genetic material. To act as a genetic material, molecule has to replicate itself. Molecule has to replicate or duplicate itself. Next, the molecule should be stable structurally and chemically. Stable both structurally and chemically. Next, the molecule should provide a scope for slow changes, which we call as a mutation, which is important for evolution. And next, the molecule should express itself in a Mendelian character. Express itself in a Mendelian characters. These are the four eligibility criteria of a molecule to act as a genetic material. And if we examine all these points one by one, we come to a conclusion that if we examine the first point, the molecule has to replicate or duplicate itself to act as a genetic material. So here, according to the rule of base pairing and the property of complementary base pairing of the nucleic acid, both DNA and RNA are able to replicate itself because of rules of base pairing and due to the properties of complementary base pairing. Base pairing, both DNA and RNA are able to replicate or duplicate itself, whereas the protein fail to fulfill this criteria. So the first point here clearly eradicate the protein as a genetic material, whereas DNA and RNA here both can act as a genetic material. That's why in a living world, majority of an organism has DNA as a genetic material, whereas some of the organism has RNA as a genetic material, like we have portrayed an example before, bacteriophage, TMV virus, etc. So the next property, molecule has to be stable structurally and chemically. That is, the molecule will not change according to the stages of the life cycle of an organism, age of a cell, or the physiological processes in an organism. And this property is clearly evident from the Griffith experiment, where the heat killed bacteria transfer its virulent strain to the next ongoing generation, which proves that DNA is a genetic material. And also, as we know that DNA is a double-stranded molecule, and when we heat it, it changes into a single-stranded molecule. And again, when these single-strand DNA are provided with a favorable condition, they again rejoins and form a stable double-stranded DNA molecule again. Hence, this proves that DNA is very stable. If we see the chemical structure of both the nucleotides, that is RNA and DNA, we know that both the nucleic acids have pentose sugar in it, and DNA has deoxyribose sugar, whereas RNA contains ribose sugar. So the structure between these pentose sugars present in these two nucleic acids also explain the stability between the two nucleotides. These are the structure of two sugar, deoxyribose and ribose. And we already know that within first carbon of an pentose sugar attaches a nitrogenous base, and with the fifth carbon attaches a phosphate. Here this and makes an 3' and to which new nucleotides adds and extend the chain of DNA or an RNA. So now the difference here exists in the 2' position in both the sugar. In deoxyribose at 2' position we have hydrogen, and here we have OH, and due to presence of this free OH in ribose in RNA molecule becomes very reactive. And this OH also makes RNA very susceptible to nucleophilic attack and its self degradation. That's why DNA is considered to be more stable in comparison to RNA due to the difference of H and OH at these second position in an pentose sugar. And also the third difference, we know that in DNA adenine pairs with thymine, and in RNA adenine pairs with uracil. One thing to keep in mind here is, since thymine is very resistant to photochemical degradation, thymine is resistant to photochemical degradation or photochemical oxidation. This bonding of adenine with thymine in DNA adds to the stability of an DNA molecule, whereas uracil here is susceptible to photochemical degradation. From all this discussion, we conclude that DNA is more stable than RNA. Hence, DNA acts as genetic material, or DNA is preferred as genetic material on the basis of stability over RNA. To know more about the chemical structure of nucleotide, please move to our earlier video, Structure of Nucleotide. The link is in the I box. The next criteria for a molecule to act as genetic material is that it should provide a scope for slow change. That is, the mutation has to be slow in genetic material. And as we know that mutation is important for the process of evolution to occur. both DNA and RNA are able to do mutations, but since RNA is unstable, hence RNA mutate faster and quicker than the DNA due to the instability of an RNA. That's why some of the viruses which have RNA as a genetic material, they have shorter lifespan, their RNA mutate faster and leads to the new varieties of those viruses and leads to the evolution. The fresh example of this is this COVID scenario, where the COVID virus has an RNA as a genetic material, and since the RNA is mutating faster, this leads to the different varieties of COVID strains. So, with this discussion we conclude that since RNA mutate faster, so it is not good for genetic material, and since DNA mutate in a slower rate, so DNA is better for genetic material. The fourth criteria for a molecule to act as genetic material is that it expresses itself in a Mendelian character, that is, each and every nucleotide express itself in terms of proteins. And as we all know that RNA is directly linked to the process of protein synthesis. RNA has a complete machinery for protein synthesis, that it has rRNA, tRNA and mRNA. So RNA express itself easily in the form of protein, whereas DNA depends on RNA for its protein to be synthesized. Hence RNA express itself easily. So with the entire discussion, we conclude that DNA is preferred for storage of genetic information because DNA is far more stable in comparison to RNA, and since RNA is able to express itself easily in the terms of protein, so RNA is preferred as an transmission of genetic material. So that's all for today's lecture. Hope this lecture will be interesting and informative for you all. And for more interesting and informative lecture, please subscribe to Zulophyte and also support by liking and sharing the videos of Zulophyte. Thank you.